Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. So if you've ever been curious about the human energy field but really wanted a structured, grounded look at the actual mechanics behind it, we are going to figure it out together today. We're relying completely on our curated source materials to demystify auras and explore the real science of energy fields. Okay, let's dive straight into this. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. What are auras? 2. The meaning of colors. 3. Aura shapes and imbalances. And 4. The really fun part, how to see auras yourself. Before we get into the actual mechanics, think about this for a second. Have you ever felt a really good, or maybe a really bad vibe from someone before they even open their mouth? Or, you walk into a room and you just instantly feel the atmosphere shift. Yeah, we've all been there. That subtle sense, that is actually your body receiving information through the exact energy field we're unpacking today.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1. What exactly are auras? I know for a lot of people, this whole topic feels, well, a bit mystical. But our sources show it's actually a completely measurable physical reality. Think of an aura as simply an electromagnetic energy field. It naturally radiates from literally every living being. It's basically a toroidal, or donut-shaped, energy field surrounding your entire body. And what powers this biobattery? It's something called Prana. Prana is the vital life force, or vital current, of the body. And here's a crazy detail. Prana actually attaches to and rides on the physical oxygen and nitrogen we breathe. That is exactly why your breath is so deeply, fundamentally connected to your energy.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core concept. Auras are not mystical, they're a natural consequence of consciousness itself. Look, just as your physical body naturally emits heat, your life force emits a field. Modern science explores these as biofields. All living beings broadcast measurable electromagnetic fields, especially from the heart and the brain. We measure these all the time with standard medical instruments like EKGs and EEGs. There are even specialized tools, like Auracom machines out of Korea, that are specifically designed to read and display these exact bodily frequencies.
So to really understand where the aura physically sits, we need to look at the seven-body system. In the West, we kind of tend to think we're just this physical body, but ancient traditions map out 7 distinct layers. Right above the physical body is the pranic, or etheric body. This is your aura's home. It extends about 1 to 2 inches just beyond your physical skin, and it pulsates at its own specific frequency.
Now, to prove just how real this etheric body is, consider the phantom limb phenomenon. Amputees constantly report feeling itching, warmth, or even pain in arms or legs that are literally no longer there physically. Why does that happen? Because the etheric body is an exact replica. It's an energetic blueprint of the physical body. So even when the physical part is gone, the etheric arm remains completely intact, still actively processing sensations. Mind-blowing, right?
Moving right along to Section 2, the meaning of colors. Now what's really interesting here is how we actually interpret this field. It is fascinating how perfectly these aura colors map straight onto the traditional 7-chakra system to give us a dynamic, fluid snapshot of our present emotional, mental, and spiritual state. For instance, look at green. Tied to the heart, it signifies deep compassion and healing energy. If someone has a lot of green, well, their presence just naturally makes people feel good. Then you've got light blue, which connects to the throat. It represents truth and intuition, but hey, it can also mean someone is a bit of a professional overthinker. And red? Tied to the root chakra, red shows immense vitality, passion, and primal energy.
Now, I want to make something absolutely clear based on the sources. There is no such thing as a bad aura color. Auras are incredibly fluid. If you have a bright, intense red aura, it definitely doesn't mean you're a negative or angry person. It simply means that right now, in this exact moment, you're in a state of high vitality, intense focus, or maybe you're just juggling a bunch of really demanding projects. It's just energy. It shifts constantly, directly tied to your mood and even your breath.
Which brings us to Section 3, aura shapes and imbalances.
You see, color is really only half the story here. The actual shape, the flow, and the texture of your energy field reveal even deeper layers about your overall well-being. A strong, healthy aura, that's going to appear luminous, symmetrical, and really smooth-flowing. But if an emotion is suppressed, let's say a profound lack of self-love, the aura actually becomes dull or kind of stagnant. Over time, unresolved traumas can literally show up as sludge-like dark patterns, or even actual rips and tears in the energetic field. In fact, many healers use the aura as an early warning system. They spot imbalances in the etheric body days, sometimes weeks, before they ever manifest as physical illnesses.
And because everyone's energy flows differently, people naturally broadcast distinct energetic personality types. I bet you'll recognize a few of these in your own life. You've got the tree people. They have this slow, deliberate, deeply grounded energy that just magically calms your nervous system when you sit near them. On the flip side, you have aura farmers. They intentionally project a specific, compelling energy, like extreme charisma, to get a reaction from you. But interacting with them, it usually leaves you feeling totally drained. Then there are energy sensors, who highly absorb everything around them. And pattern breakers, people carrying disruptive frequencies that instantly shake up stagnant situations just by walking into the room.
All right, let's move to our final part and see how this all builds up. Section 4, How to See Auras.
This is where things get really fun. We're going to put all this theory into practice, and I want you to follow along with me right now. First, just take a calm, deep breath. Okay, to do this, you need the right conditions. Step 1, find a plain white or off-white background, ideally near a window with some natural light. Step 2, hold your hand out in front of you, right at arm's length. And step 3, instead of looking directly at your hand, I want you to soften your gaze. Just stare into the empty space right in between your fingers.
Now, here is the absolute key to this entire technique. Try your very best not to blink. Every single time you blink, your eyes naturally reset their focus, and you kind of have to start all over again. So keep that soft, unfocused gaze glued to that empty space. Within about 20 to 30 seconds, you're going to start seeing a faint, transparent, whitish outline perfectly tracing the edges of your fingers. It honestly looks just like a child tracing their hand with a pencil back in kindergarten.
Once you spot that transparent outline, keep pushing past it. Do not look away. Pretty soon, that outline is going to start looking like a mirage. Think of that subtle, wavy heat you see rising off hot asphalt on a sweltering summer day. As you continue holding that super relaxed peripheral focus, those heat waves will gently begin to bleed into subtle colors, right on the edges of your vision. I'm telling you, it is a truly incredible experience when it finally clicks for the first time. And hey, if you don't get it right away, don't sweat it. Here are a few pro tips straight from our sources to help you out. First off, absolutely avoid bright blue fluorescent lights. Dim, natural lighting is your best friend here. Second, if your eyes start getting tired, just take a break. Close your eyes and gently massage the very center of your forehead in a slow, circular motion. This actually stimulates the pineal gland, your third eye chakra, which actively helps you perceive subtle energies. Finally, because auras are quite literally fueled by prana, eating high prana foods, like fresh, sun-grown organic veggies, will visibly brighten your field and make the whole perception process a lot easier.
So the crucial point I want to emphasize is the number 1. Because your personal aura is directly tied to the oxygen you breathe, it literally only takes 1 single minute of intentional, deep, relaxed breathing to completely shift your energy. You absolutely have the power to instantly clear your aura, completely change its vibrancy, and reground your entire nervous system with just 60 seconds of breath work.
I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder today. Based on everything we've uncovered about this dynamic, colorful reflection of our inner state, what color do you think your core aura is radiating right now? I highly encourage you, go find a plain white wall, stretch out that hand, soften your gaze, and find out for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep exploring and stay curious.